College Algebra, Section 11.4, example problem using number 34, page 802. You're given 2x squared minus y squared equals 4. And we're supposed to find the center, the transverse axis, the vertices, the foci, the asymptotes, graph it. I'm going to do the graphing first. So we know that it's got to be equal to 1, so I'm going to divide everybody by 4. So I get x squared over 2, but I'm going to call this the square root of 2 squared minus y squared over, and this is 4, but I'm going to call it 2 squared equals 1. Just from that, I know several things. If I want to find the center, I just need hk. So the center is 0, 0. Because there is no h and k. The a, the stuff underneath the x, is the square root of 2. B, the stuff underneath the y, is 2. And c, once we graph this thing, we'll be able to get that easily. So here's x and here's y. We know it's centered at 0, 0. We measure right and left with the square root of 2, which is about 1.4 each way. And up and down with 2. This creates a rectangle The diagonals of that rectangle are the asymptotes. Because it's x squared first, we know it opens right and left. So it starts on that box and approaches the asymptote. On the box and approaches the asymptote. Okay, so that's what the graph looks like. Let's see here. So how do you find C? Well, C goes to the foci, which is right in here. Focus 1, focus 2. And C is also the hypotenuse for this right triangle. Now this is 2, that's the B. This is the square root of 2, that's the A. C is that hypotenuse. So C squared is equal to 2 squared plus the square root of 2 squared. C squared is 4 plus 2. C squared is 6. C is the square root of 6. So that's also the transverse axis is what includes the foci. So the equation of that line, the transverse axis, is y equals 0, the x-axis. The vertices are these points right here. Remember, that's the square root of 2 to the right and the square root of 2 to the left. So you go over square root of 2 units, stays 0 on the y. Or you go to the left, square root of 2 units, and 0 for y. The foci, now we know C going from the center to a focus is the square root of 6. So we know we go square root of 6 over and 0 for the x-axis. Negative square root of 6 and 0 for the other focus. The asymptotes are these lines. They go through 0, 0, so you know that's square root of 6. You know it's y equals mx because 0 is the y-intercept. How do you find the slope? You do rise over run. We go up 2 and to the right square root of 2. So the slope is up 2 and to the right square root of 2. We multiply both numerator and denominator by the square root of 2. We get 2 times the square root of 2 over 2. Those cancel. So it's y equals the square root of 2x. That's for the positive and the negative. Y equals negative square root of 2x. Those are the asymptotes. Square root of 2x. Y equals negative square root of 2x. See, that's all they wanted. That's all we got.